I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 145. Let's focus on verses 1 through 5. I will extol you, my God, O King, and I will bless your name forever and ever. Every day I will bless you, and I will praise your name forever and ever. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. One generation shall praise your works to another, and shall declare your mighty acts. I will meditate on the glorious splendor of your majesty and on your wondrous works. So in today's psalm, David begins as expected. He's extolling and blessing and praising the Lord. You know, it's a worship song after all, but the narrative of number 145 quickly shifts to reveal that David's personal worship impacts the entire community. Speed of the leader determines the speed of the team. So the impact of David's worship resounds way beyond the fact that David is singing so loudly that nobody can tune him out. David is telling us that if we want the next generation of believers and the next and so on to worship wholeheartedly, well, they have to learn to do so from us. If the church of our generation ever needed a message for today, it is this one. Values are not taught, they are caught. And we can teach and preach doctrine to a full sanctuary every Sunday, but the people will not value it unless they spend quality time with and live in close proximity to people who have a dynamic personal relationship with the Lord. That's the only way that we're going to know that it's real. And that's what David describes, an everyday, all day, forever worship posture. That's what the Lord wants. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 6 and 7. And these words which I command you today shall be in your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise up. The great concern of church leaders is that proper biblical values won't be passed down to the next generation. And the concern is not unfounded. Church attendance in our generation is in steep decline. And the church of tomorrow is beginning to mirror that generation that ushered in the period of the judges, the time after Joshua's generation had all passed away. We read about it in Judges chapter 2, verse 10. When all that generation had been gathered to their fathers, another generation arose after them, who did not know the Lord or the work which he had done for Israel. So in fearful response to declining church participation, many church leaders have tried to soften the harder truths of the gospel and to focus only on the positive aspects of God, his grace and love and acceptance. But when we diminish God's word from our teaching, well, then what counsel do we dilute it with? If it's not the Bible's counsel, what counsel is it? Psalm chapter 1, verses 1 and 2, the Lord calls it ungodly counsel. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, the Bible, and in his law he meditates day and night. So we are to seek the Lord, obey his word, and share it with both our words and our lifestyle. It is the only way to instill and perpetuate biblical values in a culture. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like yourself. And yes, we do need your monthly support. Donating is secure and it's easy at our website, groundworksministries.com. You know, another way to help is to tell people about Groundworks Ministries. You can share these podcasts with friends and family and on your social media. And of course, you can always direct folks to our website, groundworksministries.com.